Yo, what's going down? It's your boy WFX. I am doing a show called Hook, Line, and Thinker with DJ D-Phoenix on Neo Retro FM, so tune into that.
Off the patio, and the only way to get up where they got up was to use a ladder.
Okay.
Or climb on top of a car and come up. I don't know, but regardless, I mean, it's not just weird. It weirds me out that there was somebody on my patio, but the screen door makes no sense.
Right. Hey, I've got an introduction to make as soon as Oz steps back, because we've got.
Right there, sorry.
Yeah, would you get back over here, please? Got some introductions to make there, champ. Hey, Wolfman. Wolfman.
Jack?
Howdy.
Sorry, don't state something.
I figured you might be out on an adventure. Nat, I want to introduce you to a couple of people. Stormy, Donnie. This is Nat. Nat, this is Stormy and Donnie. He's going by Wolfman. Donnie goes by Oz. Stormy is DJ Fury. So, and thanks for popping on finally with us tonight, because you got some info that I want you to share here in just a few. So for the second part of this, Oz, you want to do a lead in for me?
You are flushing Hook, Line, and Thinker with DJ D-Phoenix, DJ Fury, and me, Oz. And we have guest Wolfman with us tonight.
There we go. Thanks, champ.
You're welcome.
Cool, guys. Thanks for tuning back in. You're watching us here on the Groove Zone Network's program, Hook, Line, and Thinker, a podcast, and listening to us on X Vibe Radio. With us tonight, we have, for the first time, we've got Wolfman, who is from the southern part of Thurston County here in Washington State. And actually, I'm glad he's with us because he's got something that goes in correlation with what Oz has been talking about off and on over the last couple of years, which is the reality and possibility of Dogman or Dogman-like creatures in Western Washington. Wolfman, how you doing? You're on mute. There you go.
Guys, sorry, timing's kind of bad at the moment. I'm trying to get a fire going. I'm trying to look like that.
So I want you to share with us what you were telling me here not that long ago. Somebody you know, something about Dogman.
You're talking about the story from... Okay.
There you go.
Okay. So this is like third person, you know, but so I brought it up the Dogman thing because I mean the kids are into the pictures and all that. So I've never really thought that it was real per se. I mean, I've always seen the anything really possible. But yeah, after I brought it up, I started hanging out with the kids because that's where I live. When they come out, that's what we do. We go out and get the pictures. We got our EMS meetings out and all that good stuff, you know. It's just all for fun. But then we found something like this. 6-inch log pole pine that was busted off at the top and a good 6 foot high. It was like 2-inch statues. Like you would see from maybe a truck rubbing his antlers during the development, but they're all have drop their stuff by now, and it's like soft fresh food. And I know it's not deer or elk or anything like that. And it was just kind of strange. And then all this Wolfman stuff came up, and I was kind of, hey, Dogman, sorry, talking to my baby mama about it. She said that she didn't want me doing that with the kids. And did it keep me 100% there for it? Sorry, kind of stuff. And then she didn't want me to go out there and look with the kids anymore. So she told me a story about a buddy of hers that had seen it, and then another guy that she found. They told me one story. I guess a friend of hers, trucker or in a pickup truck or a semi truck, not sure. Seen one out in like the PO area. It was running different days with him.
Which area?
It's like PO.
PO, okay.
Yeah. Or Raymond. PO or Raymond.
Okay.
But,
So still local though.
Alongside the vehicle, or his vehicle, and he jumped onto the vehicle, supposedly. And then he looked at it, and his eyes were glowing like an amber orange red color, supposedly. And he said that he didn't just speak, but he just felt in his head, I'm going to kill you with this particular carrier. He shot it, he tumbled off his kid, and then he got up and ran back off into his.
That's what's a trip. Because that's the first story that I've heard on a local level where there's actually been more interaction between a person and this thing than just a sighting.
I'm going to try to get the guy's name and see if we can do it and then I'm going to try to get the other guys to see if they can tell me the story as well. Maybe we'll have some more information.
I would love to hear. I'd love to hear a firsthand account. I think that would be totally cool.
That's
but now, you've got an area not that far from where you're at, though, too, out kind of behind where you live, that we've gone into recently. What's that? There's areas.
Really rough time.
What's that?
I'm having a really rough time
Hearing,
understanding him because he sounds muffled.
Okay.
I don't know why.
I don't know. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the area out behind your place just reminds me how dense the forests are here. You know, it's like when you're driving down the road, you don't realize just how like thick they can be until you're actually out tromping in them.
Yep.
But there was a day this last week, or maybe just over a week ago, we were out there, and I don't know what it was, but the hairs on the back of our neck stood up, and there was something maybe 100 feet in front of us that there was movement. Now, granted, it could have been, no, I don't know, it might have been a bear, but doubtful. But it moved.
Hey,
Here we go.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
we can with your sparkly and I can only see your nose and your mouth.
Okay, cool. Because I don't know why I didn't run a sound check like I usually do. So I wanted to make sure you guys can hear me all right. There we go.
Are we dropping some special medicine to really support the light going on?
If you need to take 5 minutes to drop something, go for it. I'll be kind.
Okay.
Because you got to be with somebody.
You
got to be with someone that you trust when you do that.
No, absolutely.
And I'm not. Oh, who was I? I was talking with a really good friend of mine. Oddly enough, whose cancer journey I walked through with her about 13 years ago, and she's all talking to me about DMT yesterday.
You're like,
Take a trip to the moon.
No.
Listen, that was offered to me recently, and I was like, look, I hear you say all this benefits about it. I believe all those, but I also hear that you meet God, and I ain't ready.
You are
I
not.
got some things to fix first.
You
You are
don't
not
just,
mistaken.
yeah, but you don't just meet God. You meet like all these other things too, from what I understand.
Yeah, lessers.
Right.
I'm
My
not ready for
ex-girlfriend,
any of them.
Okay.
my
well,
recent ex-girlfriend loved that stuff.
really?
And oh my gosh, she loved it. And she tried to give me a deal. And I was just like Stormy. I was like, hey, check it out. The way I believe, if you're talking to space aliens, you're talking to demons. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I ain't ready to have a conversation with them. I'll chill.
And I don't miss
I'm
asking.
afraid I'm gonna end up just looking at my own demons. Honestly, I mean, all jokes
Ooh,
aside,
God damn.
I'm doing my own work to deal with that. I don't
Right.
need any help with that right now.
Right.
Yeah. Especially
I
in a
get it.
physical form. I mean, thinking about it is one thing, but yeah, I don't want to actually like see them. And
Be like,
I honestly don't miss my old ass.
paging all demons, please come to wreck this life. I ain't about that.
Ouch.
Beelzebub, your party's waiting at the front of the
Yeah. Party for 4 with Beelzebub.
Yeah. Did you say table for 4?
Yeah, so there's got to be, pardon me, 5. He's with the horsemen.
Does 5 equal Legion?
Oh God, I don't know. I think a whole bunch equals a legion.
Yeah,
Like a grip.
so too. We don't have tables that large tonight, so that's totally good with me.
Oh, you don't want to piss off the demons, man. I'll tell you right now. You better set them down.
I also don't invite that energy even in jest. I don't mean to be the Debbie Downer, but I truly the principalities in darkness and those things are so
Yeah.
real.
Oh yeah.
Damn straight.
That it is for me, growing up Assembly of God, I was very young, reminded just what I heard you say. I think someone said, I don't know if I want to see them.
Right.
I remembered seeing things when I was young and asking God, I don't want to see this stuff anymore.
Really?
And so
You
I
stopped it?
asked God to stop that, what I could see.
Wow. Well, they say
Yes.
that kids see things that we don't. Kids like
Absolutely
are a lot more not susceptible, but can see things like that.
They're sensitive to it. They're receptive. They haven't
They don't have all
numbed
these
out their blinders. Yeah.
social blockers and stuff going on either.
Yeah.
We're all a little jaded, and I'm
I believe it's taught out of us
Yeah,
at a very
I believe
young
it.
age.
probably like a lot of the other things that we go over on this show, because this is all
then,
none of this is real. So
when you get back into it, if you do get back into it as an adult, when you have experienced them when you were younger, they're definitely like, oh, where you been, dog? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah.
They know you, which they
I think it's funny that you think they all have swag.
they probably. I'm sure they got more swag than we can.
If anyone would know, though, it would be him. Stormy, did you know that he was a paranormal investigator?
Pardon me?
I think I did know that, actually.
Okay, yeah. You haven't done it in a number of years, though, right?
No, I gave it up. I realized a couple things and said, I don't need to be messing with this. I don't need to be stirring up the pot where I got plenty of mundane problems as it is, I mean.
Okay, but are you more, even if you're not seeking it out, are you more aware of when some of that stuff goes on around you? Do you notice
100%, 1,000%, absolutely. Yeah, I am.
Is it cool or is it annoying?
It's annoying. It's kind of a gift. I don't claim to be clairvoyant or sensitive or anything like that, even though I've been told many times I am, and I'm just like, well, okay, whatever. But it's kind of it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's
pansy.
You got to kind of use your own. It's discernment that's going to tell you what's going on. Yeah. If you're a good judge of discernment, you got her licked if you follow your heart. When something seems like maybe you better take a step back and look at the situation or get the hell out, and you don't, then you're a thrill seeker that's not looking to see what's up ahead of you, you know,
Right.
because it's
Right,
definitely
you're
gonna,
just at the top of the food chain and missing some adrenaline.
yeah. And who wants to take down anybody but somebody on the top of the food chain? Look what I did, you know. So
Exactly.
Well, like
yeah, I just backed off.
some of these TikTokers, I don't know if these people are
Yeah,
just brave or if they're just that stupid.
they're stupid.
You know,
They're stupid.
Maybe both.
I'll be the first to say it. They're stupid as hell. They have this idea what they're getting into, but they don't know where it goes. They think that I can bounce out of this. Man,
yeah,
they're stupid.
yeah.
They're stupid.
I saw some footage. Go ahead.
I've watched a lot of the shows. There were a few that I actually liked, the Ghost Hunters, the Ghost this. Now there's 6,000 of them, whatever. You got a camera, you can be an investigator. And most of them they piss me off to watch. I can't do it. Like, first of all, you're playing with fire. You have no idea what you're doing. And second of all, it's all cheese. None of it's real. And I know some of it actually is.
Right.
I talked to the guys. I talked to a couple of the guys. I actually, believe it or not, I got on with Ghost Hunters with Taps in Florida.
That's one of the few I trust, actually.
No, it wasn't the program we watched, but every once in a while they would have a program on that was another group, and I was who I got with. I sat down to do an interview with me and 7 other people, and I was like second to the last, and I'm sitting there. They're asking the same questions over and over, and I just stopped them. These 4 people on the panel, and I said, "Hey," because I was applying to be part of the group, and I just said, "Do you guys mind if I ask you a couple questions?" Because they weren't really touching on anything that
pertinent
impressed me at all, really. And they were like, "Oh, do we? Yeah, sure, go ahead, ask away," you know. And I did, and I got on, and they were like, "Man, we couldn't believe nobody's ever asked us that before." And so we know that you pay attention and blah blah blah. Well, I went to a couple of the investigations with them, and I just was not impressed. I mean, everything, you know, you go into it trying to find out what it is besides paranormal. You want to debunk it, so to speak, in a manner to where you've got nothing left at all to say that it's paranormal. Right. And these guys were just a little bit too on the ghost wagon. You know what I'm saying? So I quit them.
Okay.
Do you think the original 2 plus Steve? I think they were more credible. I think they were more.
They weren't into any religious bullshit. When they first started out, they were real, man. And then, you know what? They're plumbers, right? That's why they got into it. That's why they started doing it. And I know exactly why. I wrote them an email. I said, "Man, I'm just going to say this. I know exactly why you do what you do.
Listen to X.
You tell me if I'm wrong." They told me I was right.
Here we go. Let me wash it down. My nose is on fire. Wow. All right, let's do it. Oh, God. Hey, this is Oz, and you can listen to Hook, Line, and Thinker. Hi, this is God. Hey, this is Oz, and you can listen to Hook, Line, and Thinker podcast daily here on X Vibe Radio.
Not for me, she doesn't. Okay, cool.
We'll do caramel.
Well, then let me know.
Have you over and cook caramel? Yeah,
I'm all over caramel. You like a good caramel there, Dig?
I don't believe in karma.
Caramel.
Karma. No, I'm just kidding.
That was a totally different slant on everything we just said. I like me a good karma. Yeah, that's why I bought it.
Yeah.
I have to buy my karma. It's a special program, they have it. No, you like caramel there, do you?
Yeah, man. Anything sugary.
Yeah. Caramel and good chocolate.
You know what, man? I think probably my favorite is sweet. Anything like sweet tarts. I like sweet and sour.
Really?
Sweet tarts.
They're
I had some sour Mike and Ike's earlier. Those were good.
Oh yeah. But what are they though? Really, what are they?
It's a gelatin, I think.
Made out of what?
It's made out of gelatin.
Made out of what?
Pork. No, it is. That's what gelatin's made out of.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then you're not supposed to be eating that.
I'm not, and actually, my wife was laughing at me. She's like, "Uh-oh!" And what she goes, because lots of candies made from gelatin.
Right.
And she's like, "Did you know this?" I'm like, "You gotta be kidding me, man!"
You know what?
So
See, that's the reason why candy sales aren't big in like Jewish communities.
didn't know that.
They just did a study recently. Yeah. Yeah, check
No
it out.
way.
Huh?
You joking?
No, I'm serious. Dead serious here. So, yeah, 2 weeks there, Dig. We're going on an overnighter. You should fly
Where
out.
at?
I'll come pick you up at the airport, and I'll take you back up there
Where
when
at?
you're done. Up in probably the Capitol Forest, which has had sightings, and it's basically in our own backyard. But yeah, you should
My
seriously
luck,
consider.
I'll be the one finding the monster.
Well, that could be, in which case, it's been good. No, you should seriously think about coming out though. Wouldn't that be fun?
I would have a blast.
Yeah. Well, and I know Dizzy'd like to have you out, and so would the
sure.
rest of the casting crew. So I'm the only one. See, if it weren't for the fact that we know that this is real and not like, pre-recorded AI stuff, I'm the only one that knows you exist. So, yes. Well, I don't know where everybody else is at. Must have been a big lump or a glitch in the matrix, I guess, and that's okay. I did have something though that I wanted to show, and I think one of the reasons why we do Zoom is because it's easier to show something and have everybody be able to see it. In which case, then what I want to do is show you guys something kind of interesting. It's something about Christians and cremation. So, yes. Now, if I can figure out how to do it.
It's about what?
About Christians and cremation. I'm not sure if it's like why or why not to do it. I don't know. I mean, I've been having a lot of thoughts myself, and I'm not exactly sure how I feel about it. So, why can't I share stuff, guys?
I don't know.
I want to share the
You're
screen.
supposed to be the master
Well, no, I'm not the master.
of the show. You're supposed to be the one that knows how to do all this stuff.
Ringmaster, maybe, but not master.
That's what I mean.
Oh, okay. Yeah, ringmaster, because I like the outfit. Raise your hands. Okay. Let's see. I have no idea. I cannot find any place on here where I can share something. Oh, what do you know? Okay, good. Let's see. Which one do I want? I want to do that one. So we're just going to show the whole screen. Okay, now if I can find this, where did it go? Oh, great. Not a clue. Actually had a really cool, where is the video? Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that.
No.
You can't see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
My screen? Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't want to dig in my nose while everybody's on though. Where in the heck did it go? Well, that would be funny if it weren't so, well, cool. Is this it? Rural Washington. No, that might be it, but I don't think so. Oh, good grief. Party, I don't know what's going on. Not a clue. Okay, so not a clue. I have no idea where those went. I had a video all ready to go, and I don't know where it went. Credola. Okay, well, that's all right. We can figure out something else to talk about. We don't need to.
It was the feds, man.
It was the feds? Probably. So where were we before we left off last time? Anybody remember? Want to catch us up? What were we discussing?
Dogman.
The last thing I remember was talking about the helicopters.
Okay.
And the Dogman.
But-
Yeah, still
yeah,
Yeah.
the dog man.
Yeah. Let's see. Anybody else? MommaHeart, any strange, odd happenings that you're aware of over the last week or two?
We
Three.
just found a lot of people blowing off fireworks really loud, large, illegal, and for days. So nobody cares. And that actually was my number one, like first world problem. Yes, I get. But when they were so close,
I'm going to just do
they
this
were
just
literally.
because that way I can actually use some of this. You're listening to X5 Radio here on the Groove Zone Network. This is Hook, Line, and Thinker, a podcast. I'm DJ D-Phoenix coming to you out of Western Washington tonight and hanging at the moment with DJ Fury, aka Stormy. Howdy.
What's up?
What up? What up, you? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that the listeners knew what it was that you were listening to and that our viewers could, do the same. So it is, let's see, today is June 29th, almost the end of the month, and 4th of July is right around the corner. I was out on the reservation yesterday, and for some reason, it didn't quite strike me as to why all the fireworks booths were up. And then as I was like pulling into where I was heading, it all of a sudden hit me. I'm like, oh, that's right. The 4th of July is basically this next week.
I did the same thing. I was like, damn, this seems early. And then I realized it's only a week away.
Right. Have you noticed, though, that there really aren't the amount of like fireworks stands in town anymore? Like there used to be?
I think so many yeah. Well, I think so many places have banned them. HOAs and this and that there's not the demand, like there's just not the possibility for that. And I think if you consider the demographic in our area of Gen Xers, we know now we go get the good stuff from out towards him. Yes.
Yeah. It always helps if you know somebody that works one of the stands or owns one of them too.
Oh, for sure. And A, I'd rather be giving them the money.
Oh,
and B, they got stuff. They got the fun stuff.
Yeah. Well, they got the stuff that makes it go boom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, the 4th is right around the corner. Locally, today is the last day of Capital City Pride. The LGBT community's big heyday. And I was actually out for the second time earlier today, way earlier today, and sold and gifted actually a number of pieces. And it was really cool. Got a chance to, both today and Friday when I was down there too, got a chance to meet some really cool people.
That's awesome.
Samba Oliwa, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They were in the parade today, and they're on the last row of musicians. There is this older woman, and I don't know what the instrument is, but it kind of looks like tongs, but it also looks like on the end of the tongue is almost like a shell kind of thing. But whatever the instrument is, you knock on it. And so I don't know what it was that she was hitting this with, but it's like dun 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 kind of thing, but like wooden, that kind of like almost like kind of tribal sound. And it was the coolest thing. It was exactly what the song or what the music that they were doing needed. I mean, like enough to. That on top of like all the percussion and the drums and everything that was going on was enough to kind of get you moving. And so anyway, if any of you happen to be listening tonight that I met over the past couple of days down at the event in downtown Olympia, how do you do? It was nice meeting you, and thanks for tuning in. I know a lot of you got slips of paper that have this link on there. So, hey, what's new in your world? Like Dance Party USA.
Mine?
Dance in the USA. Oh.
Do you guys remember Dance Party USA out of Philadelphia?
I do.
Do you?
I think I remember the TV show.
Believe it or not, I do. And I was probably really young.
Oh, yeah, you would have been, because it was late 80s. Like
Was that
late
Danny
80s
Carey?
into early 90s is how long it lasted. Trent, do you remember that one?
Was there a TV show for it?
Yeah, and it was on like
Yeah.
it was like on TBS or something like that.
Yeah.
11.
Something like that. And I think it was out of Philadelphia. Real bright, happy kids and all that. And they played a lot of Lime, Lime. Totally like high energy, you know, Euro disco kind of stuff. So
Cool.
okay, Stormy.
Yes, I am Stormy in all my glory. And I am here because why not?
No
I'm
doubt.
so excited.
And
Yeah, I'm here in
Hey guys, this is Trent Kelly of the Wave Show, out of the voice of Vashon, Vashon, Washington, and you guys really need to check out GZ23. It's really cool stuff, and you got to be in the know.
Awesome. I don't know what we're pointing at, but rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
I'm so excited.
And
Yeah, I'm here in Lacey as well.
In Lacey, okay. Oh, now we're moving the towns around, so I won't find you. I didn't come right out.
Yeah,
and say what
okay,
you
I
told me
say
not to
Ole.
say.
I mean, Olympia is Olympia, but
I know.
but
I'm giving
Lacey
you
is,
crap.
you know,
I'm
I
giving you
know.
crap. Trent.
Always 30 years.
I'm Trent Kelly, and I've been in Seattleite for most of my life. I've been doing a radio show on Vashon Island for the last 7 years called The Wave Show. So I'm a wave head, and as you can see behind me, got a lot of wave stuff. But I like current stuff too, and nice to meet you all.
Awesome. I'm glad you're here.
Likewise.
Very much so. And finally, but not finally, last but not least, for sure, Oz, my friend, how are you?
Good. Thank you. I'm Oz. I'm from Olympia, Little Tumwater. Went to school with Darren. That's how we know each other. Do you remember that, Darren?
Just a couple of years ago, yeah. Don't you dare date us.
For sure.
Yeah.
And dance clubs, yeah, I've been kicked out of more dance clubs than probably anybody here. So yeah, that's probably what, you know.
You're famous for?
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
haven't kicked out. I've never been kicked out of anywhere.
I would
for,
hope
like,
not. Because I'd have to
smoke.
ask why you got kicked out of a dance club, because the answer wouldn't be a good one, I'm sure.
I was dancing.
It's hard
They
to
saw.
get that bad, huh?
Oh, flail.
Did you ever go to the surf club?
Yeah, I went there a few times.
Did you? Okay. I lived there.
I mean, do you remember the Grand Illusion, clear back that far? That was like sophomores, freshmen.
One more time. What was the name of it?
Grand Illusion.
Is that what was in that space before that?
After that, it was the place that like they
Well,
used
it was a place called Fox's for like that long.
I think so.
Yeah. And then the surf club.
The surf club. Was that your earthobait night?
What's that?
Wasn't that the earthobait night place? Hot
Earthobait.
dogs? Yeah, the hot dogs.
What?
They call them.
What, the all age club?
Hell, I don't know.
I don't
slept
know. I'm sure you're probably talking about, it was the one and only club really in town for a while.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's where
Yeah.
all the cool kids went.
I think
Anyway,
there's some stipulation that says you can only have one thing going on in Olympia at a time, I think. It's such a rowdy town.
yeah, so we came in and shook it up. Actually,
Cool.
I spent a little bit of time down there last night, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oz, I'm glad you're here.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Did you bring your Dogman stuff with you tonight?
Did I bring? Yeah, I brought a couple. I got them in the trunk. Dogman.
Sweet, cool. Kind of going
Oh.
back, and so actually, let me catch Stormy and Trent up real quick. This last summer, we kind of focused a little bit heavy on Dogman. Are either of you familiar with the Dogman phenomenon going on at all?
No.
Darren.
Newbies.
I don't have
Okay,
a
this
clue.
is going to be fun.
Yes.
Robin, do you want, actually, would you guys collectively fill these guys in on what the Dogman is?
Kind of a dog.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait, hold up. This isn't going to be like a Rocky Horror Picture Show type thing where we admit that we haven't ever seen or heard and then bad things get thrown at us, right?
No, not
Okay.
at all. Oh my gosh. But you gave me a great idea for the next show though.
Hey, that's
No, not, not really. Yeah, go.
So it is sightings of very rough looking, doggish, standing up, scared the obeli Oz of you. And it's been sighted in several places, right off of the roads. People go and it looks like a dog man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's sick. The Dogman is. I got interested in it on accident, actually. I mean, I was kind of like, surfing the Bigfoot thing and this and that, and it just I kept seeing more and more of it, more and more and more and more, and it's like, if you want to count the liars in this world, you can probably count a lot, but I don't think they're all. You know what I'm saying? And then this Dogman thing is just crazy, and then I seen something coming back through. From Centralia, where Centralia and Chehalis meet. In this world. You can probably count a lot, but I don't think they're all. You know what I'm saying? And then, this Dogman thing is just crazy. And then I seen something coming back through from Centralia, where Centralia and Chehalis meet. There's a big open field on the right, and I saw something, and I've been here all my life. I'm 56 years old. I know every indigenous animal around. You know what? I don't know what the hell that thing was, but it looked like kind of like a dog with a great big head.
When was
So
that?
Well, I've heard something about Dogman in the Northeast.
Okay, so you have heard of it then?
Yeah.
Howard Stern
Okay,
had a few
okay.
guys on his
That's-
show for the last few years talking about Dogmen in the Northeast.
Okay.
And in
Land
some
was
of
a thing down
the
here.
Appalachian Mount, is it not the Appalachians? Not that one.
Well,
It's-
Appalachia is just
Yeah.
drenched
It's-
in supernatural paranormal
Yeah.
stuff.
That maybe it was. Anyway, it's over there.
Okay.
Mhm.
So Trent, then you've kind of heard a little bit about it then.
Yeah, I haven't heard it around here, but I've heard it on, radio
guess what?
shows based in the Northeast.
There have been reports coming from
We're
Mount Rainier.
literally booming
from
and
the
blowing up bigger
park.
than
Um,
our property, like right on top of us. The neighbor dogs, 3 of them, 3 Australian Shepherds, jumped the fence. It was just
oh,
the horses out here. Like, people don't realize that's really challenging for animals. So that's my first world problem.
that's
And that was huge just the other day. Like right up, yeah. We had we're on the roof. And I had to call, one neighbor calls me and they're like, oh, something's going on. And I go, well, I'm on the roof. She goes, can you call these other people? So I call these other people and I go, yo, I'm on the roof in the barn. Your dogs are out. What, how do you want me to scope this? I hope you're home.
wow.
He's not gonna get home till late. So he tells me how to get into his property. And we wrangled all the dogs. And I thank you very much. I am the dog whisperer. Okay. You can hire me out. I'm very good.
I thought that was Caesar Romero.
Pardon me.
I thought that was Caesar somebody.
Well, I'm the female version. Thank you.
Gotcha.
You know,
Gotcha.
just
And
gonna
these were
own-
Australian Shepherds?
Oh my God, you're so cool.
One a little puppy. One.
Oh, they were so traumatized. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, where was the owner?
He was at his father's, which was and he's pretty elderly. So as people get older, if they're still alive, you go and celebrate wherever they are. Totally get that.
And make sure that you get the pets indoors or sedated or something, because
So this is let's do a dog. If you own animals and you leave them out, and you have what's the word I want to say for not fractures, but your perimeter has an opportunity to fail. What would you call
Like
that?
gaps.
Spence, what would you call a perimeter that's going to be broken in? in the military. What's
Breach?
that called?
A breach?
Insecure.
Yeah, breach of the
So if
perimeter.
you are aware before you go away that your property has, they can get out and breach that property, and you can tell me how to fix it, shame on, wait, we're not going to tell our neighbor we did. Okay. We're not going to tell anyone about this. Anyway, for animal safety, you owe that to your animals because that is not fair to animals. It just, or people with PTSD, or people who have a lot of anxiety disorders, whatever the numbers are, the letters. No offense to anyone. I'm not diagnosing or judging. I'm just saying those loud noises, unexpected, that startle does cause a challenge for people's not equilibrium, but whatever kind of
Right. And unnecessary, really. I mean,
100%.
half the people blowing stuff up don't even know why they're blowing stuff up.
Yeah, please give me a break. And it's all illegal. You should not be having stuff that can blow up 3 houses across, and we all live on half-acre properties.
Yeah. You know what? I get irritated about that because as much as I'm all for having fun, I think there should be a size factor. Our city, our county doesn't have any kind of a regulation. And I'm like, look, I'm not really for regulations, but when something's so loud that it rattles your house, you gotta be like, come
matters.
You know what? I don't think
Matters.
bloom flowers, the snakes that smell like sulfur licorice, and sparklers, I think that should be where it stops right there. Every household can have like 2 or 3 of those. Nothing.
You communist.
Communist?
You're a communist.
I suppose I am then, I guess. I don't know. Not.
No,
Oh, by the
but
way,
it's, you know,
this is
I've
for
seen like
entertainment.
firecrackers and stuff like that. Firecrackers like bing, 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 bing. But when it's so loud that it literally, like, you know, it's like a grenade going off. It's like, come on, man, really, dude? And they do this crap all night.
Right.
When our bathroom window lights up first, and then you hear the boom. That's like seriously close, and they're lighting the firework off. That's probably a good 225 feet from our house is where they're lighting them off. You know, so they're quite large. If I can see the flash and then hear the boom right away in my room.
And I'll bet these people are not pyrotechnicians either.
Oh, absolutely not.
Right. Hey,
And
party.
they went on till like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't let off.
That's
Well,
kind
you know,
that's across the board
You
then.
can shoot a flare gun pretty far. That's what you should do. Shoot a flare
It's not
gun.
a 12 gauge or a 7mm mag.
I have lasers that I could plug in that would just like Robin's like, what are you doing with the laser? I'm like, I just want to like put it over the fence and see what they would do if a laser spotted them, you know, somewhere in their yard. You know what they would be like. What the hell's going on?
Okay.
yeah.
Number one, let me qualify. Number one, we live near a very large airport. Do not say where. Number two, in flight path, you don't know the trajectory of your laser or how far. Don't tell me it's not big enough. That's a personal problem. And number 3, at 3 o'clock in the morning, I heard screaming, Pedro, he ran over. So there was a lot of stuff going on.
Wow.
Into the 3 o'clock hour. But if anyone says, did anything happen, I will be concerned. Hey, is Pedro okay? You know, if anyone bothers to ask, I will. Because when you hear people calling someone's name at 3 in the morning,
You don't. That's actually spooky stuff.
That
just
means
saying,
you live
be
too close to
beware.
Pedro.
Say, okay, so we have a wash. The wash is between us, so they would have to run down the wash and up the wash and up and over a fence. So they would have to scramble quite a bit.
Is that like
What's
a
a
marsh?
A wash.
No.
A wash.
They call it
Washington.
concrete, but it's
It's
a concrete wash.
Okay.
But it's a good between our houses. It's at least another 175, 150 feet, somewhere in that area.
And it's called a Warsh. Okay.